Welcome back, guys. Today, on the Third Shield Pokemon Go PvP podcast, I have one of my favorite guests on the podcast, and his name is Jonkus. And Jonkus is back on our show, and I'm very excited because he just today actually hit Legend, and I cannot wait to break it down with him today here on the podcast. Jonkus, welcome back to the podcast.
Thanks for having me here again. Like last time I was like 4 months ago. It was kind of a different story there because like I just started content creation and like a lot of things happened in those 4 months. Also with the game, so it's kind of nice to be here again.
And first of all, since you mentioned it, actually, when you first came on the podcast, I remember this. You literally just started your YouTube channel. I think when you came on the podcast and you had you should maybe reached 1,000 subscribers, maybe I could be wrong at that time. And then now you almost at 6,000, right?
Yeah, I don't even know if I had 1,000 there. Like it was really like early on. I didn't even really know if I wanted to continue content creation there. I just wanted to try it out. And then you already got me like on the podcast. It was kind of fun. And like, yeah, now I have such a nice community already, like also on Twitch. Now I have like a community that always comes to every stream, which is just so nice. So much changed in those 4 months. And yeah, it's really nice. Now like I'm really a part of the community, I think. And like before, I mean, it was kind of new to do all the content creation.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, anytime you're becoming a Caleb Peng in a good way. What I mean, Caleb. Anytime you say Caleb Peng's name, it's always a good way. Just to clear that. But what I meant is that when you drop a video of a team, that team becomes popular, and the counters for that team become popular as well. Just like when Caleb Peng is dropping a team, which is crazy because Caleb Peng is an amazing player and been doing this for so long. Well, not so long, but comparison to you, so long because you just started not too long ago. So it's a huge accomplishment, and I just want to congratulate you, and again, congratulate you on hitting Legend.
Thanks for that. Yeah, I mean, with me and Caleb, it's kind of a different story because like Caleb puts a lot of work into like one video where he breaks down everything on his one team, and I like try to build a lot of teams so people has like a wide variety of team that could work. So like I basically have a lot of teams that are basically created by me, and Caleb has like one where you really can see already, okay, how do this certain matchup function, and I mean, both like finding their trail, but yeah. I love a lot of people who come to me and say thanks to me for building this team, and they have a lot of success, and it's like always nice.
Yeah, that's one of the best parts of this whole thing. All right, so what I want to break down actually is hitting rank 24, and well, aka rank 10. So the reason why I want to break it down because every season you were probably one of the first players to hit it, but this season, if you're the second part of the season and you just not hit it, not saying this is a bad thing, but I really wanted to break it down, how much of a luck, how much of a chance, and is Go Battle League almost like poker when you have a cold table, a hot table, and I just really wanted to pick your brain so people could understand that you can also have bad days and good days, and how you actually accomplished that rank 24 this season.
Yes, exactly. Like it was a bit difficult this season. It was like in terms of like when I hit it, it was my worst season most likely. But this could be like many different factors. Like I tried a lot of teams just to do like cool content. Like I tried a lot of fun stuff, but I don't really think that's the reasoning because why I hit it that late. Like for me, the reasoning why I hit it that late was more of the way that the new meta shaped after the level 50 update, because for me, like I'm not the best Great League player. Like my go-to league were like Ultra Premier and Master Premier, and they just changed so much, and in my opinion the worst way, just because of the level 50 update, and this like hurt me really hard here. I mean, I still hit it, I mean, kinda early still, like maybe 2,000 hit it already, but yeah, still it's my worst league. But yeah, it's just sometimes tough. I was like, I think 1.5 weeks ago, I was already 8 points away from hitting it. And then all of a sudden I had just so much bad luck that I dropped down 250 points in 2 days. And then I was like at 2,700, and I kind of freaked out there because if I go further down, it gets really hard because like if you're stuck at 2,500, 2,600, the meta is just different. Like in the top ranks, it's just kind of difficult to get back up there. But you kind of have to believe in yourself and know that you are strong enough to get up there and that you're like a legend player. If you don't have like faith in your own abilities, it's kind of rough. But yeah. Also, what I did like for the last week to hit legend was using one on the same team, which I didn't do before. Because just I had so much, like I felt the pressure, like I didn't really have it, but I felt the pressure to, okay, I really need to hit legend soon. And so I just tried to a team that I think that was like really good in every matter, which is like my go-to team for Great League. And yeah, it worked out in the end, which is fine.
Yeah, it's not only that you mentioned, it makes perfect sense, by the way, because you are used to play certain players with certain play types at the legend level, right? And when I talked about this with Arrow, and because what it is in the 2600s, 2700s, and anything below, basically, you again, not only it's a wild west of meta, you can face something crazy, but when you expect someone to, let's say, throw a bait or shield or not shield because you know what the move they're supposed to do or when they swap out, it's completely off. Because again, those are not the players who are at the legend level, and you're thinking at that level, but they are not. So Arrow was saying that it threw him off so much when he was stuck there like 2 seasons ago in season 4 for so long as well. So I can totally see that too.
Yes, I think like if you used a different meta and then you just drop down so many points at one day, maybe you're just kind of lost sometimes because you see so many random stuff and so many random decisions. Like if I think about like today's stream, when I used my shiny Celebi, I thought like it was like over 3000 now. I saw I think 8 Alolan Ninetales leads, so you see always the same thing. But if you went down there, like you see so much wild things and so many teams that are also like don't make any sense. Like I saw a Bummer Snow together with G-Fisk, both share fighting weakness, both share fire weakness, and like a Bummer Snow lead. So what do they do against fighters? And they didn't even have another fighter counter in the back. Like it's sometimes really rough if you come a bit down and you see so many random stuff there.
Oh, for sure. It's ridiculous how much it can change, especially in Great League, because it's so cheap, create the Pokemon. But I wanted to talk about it actually, the level 50. So I agree with you 100%. Level 50 definitely changed everything. And I also saw you not too long ago. You tried Open Masters, right? If I was correct, or was it
Masters
Premier?
Masters Premier, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Where everybody was running literally your opponents. Most of your opponents were running level 50 Pokemon already, right?
Yeah, like I saw someone running level 50, I think even level 51, Shadow 100% Snorlax. So if you Shadow, you even need more candies. You need like 360 XL candies just to power that up. I don't know if that's legit. Like, of course, you can't tell if it's like someone who used boost or not. Like, I don't want to accuse anyone. I know there are a lot of players out there. They have like so many catches and whatever. They could maybe even achieve that. But it seems kind of fishy sometimes. Like you see very weird stuff. Like I saw people tweeting about level 50 Garchomp they saw when it just gone out. Like I don't know, either people really prepared before level 50 got even announced, or I don't know, something's kind of off. And yeah, I don't like this change, to be honest. Like especially what it's killed even more. Like okay, it's completely killed for me. Like Master Premier, you can't really play it in my opinion, especially in the higher ranks, because they're like all the people who got like level 50 Pokemon. You okay, maybe you have like level 50 Mamoswine from all the winter events, but yeah, otherwise you kind of screwed. But Ultra Premier as well, like you see so many Umbreons now, so many Skarmories, and it just changes the meta extremely. Like all the teams that were available before, like Gallade, what do you want to do with Gallade against Skarmory? Nothing you can do there anyway. It changed so much, and I don't really like it because I liked the metas before, and now it seems kind of, I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe we get used to it like later on when everybody has the candies, but right now it's difficult.
So what do you think? What are you gonna use once Ultra Premier and Open Ultra comes around? Which one are you going to go for? The Open Ultra or the Premier? And what team do you have in mind?
This is kind of difficult. I think I'm gonna play both of them because for me it doesn't really matter anyway right now. But I definitely want to try out Excadrill for Open Ultra because I think like the taping is really solid. Like you can counter Registeel if you have shields. You can counter Cresselia because like all the steel typing, and Giratina is also like kind of okay to deal with. And also like you have Rock Slide coverage for Articuno. Looks really solid. Maybe I can play that. But like otherwise, like I have a lot of things I kind of want to try out now, especially with some XL candy candidates we can use now. They're like some ones that are just funny to use. Like I have a level 44, 45 Toxicroak now for Ultra Premier, so I kind of want to run this. Yeah, I have to see. I kind of want to use Umbreon as well, but I need a lot of more XL candy for that. But we have a counter event coming, so Eevee is gonna be not that rare anymore.
Yeah, Umbreon and G-Fisk XL is super tanky over in Open Ultra that I've been seeing a lot, actually. Especially Umbreon. Yeah. But as far as for this season, what was your favorite team for Great League, or as of right now?
Yeah, I have to say, like, the team in which I had Legend was, like, yeah, there's no way around it. It's kind of unique. I mean, I see some people just play it differently, or even the same. I saw my team, I think, twice. And also, like, friends report that they saw my team, but, like, it's Shadow Swampert in the lead, Galvantula. Most of the time it's safe swap, not always. It depends on the lead, and Skarmory in the back. It's kind of interesting team because, like, okay, your backline completely loses against G-Fisk. They can't do anything about that. But it's like kind of the twist with this team. You kind of want to get the G-Fisk out of the backline so you can farm down later with Swampert and has like Swampert going through everything. It worked just so well for me. So I stick to it for like 5 days to the Legend in the end, and yeah, it was just a nice team. I liked it.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome team, and it handles the meta pretty well. What would you recommend to people who, let's say, I had so many people reach out to me, and I'm not the right person to answer, so I hope you answer for me. But what it was is so many people are stuck, right? Stuck in 2500, stuck in 2300, stuck at 2700, in all these different areas, and they just don't seem to able to get over it. So if you would be, I know this is like a really open question and everybody has different issues and problems, but if you could just name at least one thing in your opinion that would help a player the most to get out of where they are stuck, what would that be? If you would be able to tell, let's say even me, if I was stuck somewhere, what would you tell me if you could tell me something?
I mean, the problem is like you don't have the formula that gives you the boost that you can get to the next level or whatever. So like all of this is like you can do an analysis, like you record your battles and see, okay, which leads do I face, which would be good against this. Like you have a certain meta and a certain elo range, so this is kind of helpful. And you can also see like, okay, which did I maybe wrong there? How could I play a matchup differently? It's like just I think recording videos of themselves and like rewatch them and rewatch them and see if I can find something that works better maybe, or something I should twist up, or maybe I should try a different Pokemon in the lead. This might help a lot. Otherwise, like you could of course try teams that are really like balanced and solid, something like a Bomber Snow, Sableye, Azumarill is like running around everywhere right now because it's like so balanced. But like watching your own battles, building a team on the based off the mons you see against you, is I think like the best thing you can do. This is also like a lot when I struggled. I just rewatch my own battles, see what I'm facing in the lead, and build something that counters that.
Very good point. Well, thank you for sharing that too. And as far as for Ultra coming around, if somebody who is stuck or anything, would you recommend them any team that they should try that is relatively easy to play and cheap to get, especially if they're new players?
Oh, cheap to get is always kind of difficult with Ultra because like most things that are good in Ultra are like those ones that you have to power up to level 40 at least or whatever. But I mean, the things that really are crazy right now in Ultra Premier especially is like all these starters. You should kind of easily get them with the community days, and like we had this December community day where you got Piplup and Poison's really, really good. Like it's solid in every position. You can use it closer as lead as switch in just because it's so great coverage. Steel typing is kind of rare in Ultra Premier right now. Like you only really have Skarmory now and Escavalier, and that's basically it. You don't really see a lot of steel types. And yeah, I mean, yeah, you should try to find teams that work around starters. Also, something that's kind of good to get is Obstacle, which should work well. Also, like second charge move is only 10k, which is kind of sick. And this Pokemon is so versatile. You can play it so nice. But yeah, you should most likely shouldn't play Emporium with Obstacle though, because they both have a fighting weakness. But yeah, Charizard is really cool as a save swap, even like depending on the quick move, like it can be everything. It has Dragon Breath, it has Ring Attack, it has Fire Spin, everything is working really well there. It's like all these starters are really strong in this meta.
Do you think that Machamp would be good in Open Ultra? Bit payback?
Yeah, I think that's most likely the meta which is the best in. Like you have Giratina, which you can hit now. You have Cresselia, which you can hit now. I think it's a really good addition for this specific meta. Like in every other meta, I don't know. Maybe even in Open Masters, it's better because you can also hit Giratina and Mewtwo there. But yeah, I think Machamp with Payback is like the only place for it is like Open Ultra right now. But I think it has really good play there. I also want to try it out there. I think it's really cool.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. And then I saw that you posted something about Celebi. What do you think about Celebi in Great League?
I actually was so surprised today. I went like 14-6, and I think I could have won like 2 or 3 more games even of them. Because like once I lost because he got a quick move into my charge move, which is just so random sometimes. But okay. Yeah, but yeah, it's so strong right now because the meta, if you see like top meta right now, I think top 10 are all fighters, ground types, or water types right now in the Great League. And like Celebi resists everything and can hit everything like super effective, like fighters with confusion or with a seed bomb. And you can even like survive an ice beam from a Zoomeril, which is kind of sick, which I even didn't even know before. Like the matchup against Zoomeril looks really solid. Like Celebi is really strong. I didn't expect that. Like poke ratings is not always everything.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I learned that the hard way and a good way lots of times. But it's awesome. I might try Celebi now. Did you use the shiny one or the regular? I didn't see it today.
I had to use the shiny one because I had the regular already like at 2,700 right now, so I can't even use it for Ultra League, which is sad. It's just so sad that they got released before PvP was even a thing. My Mew is like at 3,000, but I'm so hyped for the Kanto event because we can get finally Mew back, and I want to make a team around this thing definitely.
Okay, so perfect. I actually wanted to ask you about that. So Mew, where would you recommend Mew, in Ultra or Great League?
Yeah, some people even consider it in Master League, but yeah, it's most likely not that good unless you get it to level 50. But definitely in Great League. I think Great League has more play there because like the Great League meta is nearly always the same, and you have some like you have a lot of courage, which is just good in the meta. Like you see a lot of grass types in the meta, you see a lot of water types in the meta, and you see like ground steel types and especially steel types, and you have like moves that like wild charge, like surf, like flame shit, like grass knot. Yes, like such a versatile moveset, and like it just throws opponents off, and they most of the time have to shield because they know okay they gotta get hit by a really strong super effective touch attack. And like you don't really have that thing in Ultra right now because Ultra League Pokemon are way more bulky than Great League Pokemon. And yeah, I really like Mew in Great League. I always hate to face it. I kind of sometimes build teams around it because it's just so strong.
I agree with you. I hate facing a Mew because you never know what it has. And I have one too, but unfortunately it was before I knew what Great League is. I mean, what Go Battle League is. So mine is actually Ultra, at least. So I could use it in Ultra, but I just didn't feel like the urge of using it because I have my team for Ultra in Premier, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, mine is for Master League. Like, what should I do with the thing right now? It's so wasted. I mean, like before I go badly with the thing, I only powered up shiny Pokemon, and like Pokemon I really liked me was like one of those special Pokemon, so I had to power it up immediately. Yeah, and now I can't use it in Great League, and now I'm kind of sad. I think it's like really one of the best ones, and sometimes kind of underrated. But I think a lot of people don't have a good Great League Mew right now because like it all got released before. Like if you spend some dust on it, like you're kind of screwed, sadly.
And what do you think? What do you think about the Kanto Tour, which is coming right now? So, the Kanto Tour. First of all, what color did you pick, and what do you hope to get out of it?
For me, it's kind of clear that I'm gonna go for green, just because like you get Hitmonchan, Is that? I think yeah, it is. That is at least good in Great League, and I think it has like a really cool shiny. I really want that. But other than that, you also have Meowth boosted, and Meowth is one of the Pokemon that's currently seasonal boosted with Stardust, so you get 500 Stardust for every Meowth you catch, which is kind of sick. You don't really have that currently, at least on the texts from the other things. So for me, like all these shinies who are available in the green one are just more appealing than the red one, to be honest.
Yeah, I unfortunately picked the red, and then they released that what the shinies and everything. I want a Hitmonchan shiny, but now I guess I'm gonna hopefully get a Hitmonlee shiny and trade it with someone to Hitmonchan shiny. But I guess that's my only option.
You can choose still your team, can you? Like you only bought the ticket. You should choose it, I think, when the event
Oh, that's
starts.
right. That's right. All right, I'm good. I'm good then.
Yeah. But like this event can be so good, and especially for everything PvP related, because you have so many months that are so useful now with XL Kenny, like Sanchu, like Pikachu for Ultra League now. It's so good. Just Vulpix is so strong now. The Fable. We have so many cool counter Pokemon we can catch and get XL Kenny for. I'm especially hyped for Rapidash, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I have a best buddy Alolan Raichu for Ultra League that is almost maxed out. So I'm very excited about that. Actually, next week I'm gonna use it.
That's cool because I'm currently walking with my shiny Alolan Raichu, so I get a big buddy as well. And I need like 90 XI candy still for Pikachu because I think I used it for mass evolving before for XP, so I don't have enough candy to get it to XL sadly.
Yeah, mine is shiny too. I got it for my birthday.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
So what I want to talk to you about is this is exciting. I always love to talk about this. So esports. I always bring this up with everybody because it's literally right around the corner and it's not at the same time. Because technically nothing really. I mean, they're working on it, of course, and we don't know what they're working on because it's private. But at least since we last talked, we didn't know. I think at that time, but now they have announced that they're definitely going esports and all this fun stuff. So what I wanted to talk about is, and not to mention that you know Gucci, which you saw, has that hat and backpack in the game, which is interesting that they did that because Gucci also just bought an esports team. I don't know the actual details. They might be just one of the main sponsors, but they're getting into esports, and then now they're sponsoring Pokemon Go. So does that mean that Gucci eventually get into Pokemon Go esports? So anyways, so I wanted to bring it up, and I wanted to talk to you about if you have any idea about esports, what would you want to get out of it, and are you excited about it?
I mean, esports is currently like a bigger topic in the poker community, like compared to like 4 months when we last talked about that. And yeah, we have like all the esports team coming up now, hiring players. I also got kind of asked to join the esport club, but I denied that because like talking about Pokemon Go as an esport right now, I don't really feel it, to be honest. Like the game is still too broken for that. Maybe in the future, like they're making a lot of good steps in the future, but like I don't know. Currently, it feels so off that we have esports teams and all the thing all around already, but the game is not ready for it right now. It's just not the case. And with the like, if you think about what the goal of esport is, like you kind of want to make people excited for that. You want to play the game. Like there's all those great events that are live streamed on Twitch and whatever, but now you have like stuff like XL candy in there, which is even harder to get, and you can't get newer player in there. That's my opinion. Like they kind of ruin their way to esport right now with all the level 50 stuff as well, just because it's not really appealing to everyone else. I mean, they have to fix the game first. They have to make it available for a newer player to get into esport then. And I don't know. I think they were in a good way, and now like with the new update, I don't know. I think they're kind of gone backwards again. But at least we have the esports teams.
Yeah, that's true. I couldn't agree more. And I'm thinking that the Pokemon itself, Niantic itself, is not even planning on launching this esport this year at all. Maybe in 2022, and then they're using 2021 to test their theories and test their things and just start working on it behind the scenes because they said they are probably 2 to 3 years out when they actually said that they are going esports, and that was a year ago. So I'm still thinking we are like at least 1 to 2 years away from it when they kind of say, all right, here's the first tournament or something like that. Although they did have that test tournament that got rescheduled because of COVID, so you never know. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it's right now. If they would launch esports, I think people would be pissed because If you compete, if a new player comes in, they can just join in. I mean, what will Ninja do? Ninja is a big streamer and an esports player, and then he comes in and he's level 33. What he's gonna do in Open Masters?
Yeah, and like that's just yeah, that's like the problem. I don't know. It's just tough right now, especially yeah. Masters completely screwed right now. I mean, we have Masters Classics, but that's not for Masters Premier, and most people don't really have the legendaries like me because like I don't know. I don't really feel like paying for raid passes that much. And yeah, they just kind of block their own way to esports right now. I mean, with COVID, it's not really cool to have an esport anyway. Like you can't really have those crazy events we had with Pokemon Worlds and whatever. I wish we had that, but yeah, maybe this is also something that kind of made on ice right now. Like they most likely have to develop more things as well. Like the game isn't really stable right now. Currently, like if you search for opponent, you often have the error that you always bug out right away. I don't know why. You can dodge opponents and stuff like this. Is just not a thing for an esport ready game. It's kind of sad that we're still not there, but yeah, I think we at least have 1 year without esports still.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited for the future, but we know we are not there yet. And what? Man, I wanted to say too fast, and I forgot what I was gonna ask you. Crap. Well, either way, while I'm thinking about this, do you have any new grinding routes for the XP and the Stardust and the candy? Since we need a lot more of all of that.
I mean, I don't really grind because of COVID, to be honest. Like before, I was like always going with my friend through like bigger cities and it was much more fun. Thanks to COVID, it's not like I'm currently using a lot of incense, to be honest. But yeah, I live in my small city, and for like there's cool events now with the cine event. You kind of could use like really good there. I have like a good grinding spot in my small city. You can like at least they increased the spawns since COVID, which is kind of nice to get more Pokemon there. And also like just use instance right now. It's kind of nice. It's kind of cheap as well. You get like 60 Pokemons every hour with that, which is really cool. But yeah, it's difficult to get XL candies right now. They said in end of December that they currently revisiting the XL candy system. They wanted to like I think it was even end of November, and that they want to change stuff. And like that was a statement because they didn't allow people to trade and get XL candy with that anymore, which was like the case when it was first released in Australia. And like we only have the option right now to catch them and delete Pokemon. And it's like kind of not enough. Like I hope they're gonna release soon more ways to get XL candy. Now we have like feeding Pokemon berries in a gym to get XL candy. I fed 6,000 berries already and didn't get a single one. So it's like not an option right now. I hope like in the code it's currently the variable that you can walk with your buddy to get a candy. I don't know when they're gonna put that live, but yeah, it's currently tough. Like I wouldn't stress about it during COVID. I just do the crazy events like Spotlight Hours, which are really cool. Like Rift Loom was like so hype. I got like 100 XL candy, even though I played only half of it. And yeah, it's like the stuff where you can get XL candy right now. All those cool events right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna change it because it's brutal right now. Yeah. As far as for new Pokemon game that's coming out, the Pokemon Unite, do you think that you're going to test it out?
I'm definitely gonna test it out because like I have my Switch laying around here. I haven't played anything really on my Switch for like 1 year, and I already have my capture card, so I'm gonna stream it. And I think it's like a cool thing that I think a lot of Pogo content creators gonna stream that, and we can it's a team thing, so we can just team up and play that and stream that and have fun with the community. I think it's gonna be a cool game. I wonder when they're gonna release it. I thought it should even be released like end of 2020, but I think now it's like summer 2021, maybe like next month even with the celebration of the 25th anniversary of Pokemon.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that they or March, somewhere on Reddit I saw March. It would be released in March on this side of the world, but it will be early release overseas. I think that's what I learned. I mean, read, but who knows? It just read it, so it could be true, could be not true. But I'm very excited. I'm like, I cannot wait to jump on that. Like I love League of Legends to begin with, and I just didn't really feel the urge of jumping into it, and it's not related to Pokemon, which I stream now. But once Unite comes out, I'm all over it. So I'm very excited. Now, what I wanted to ask you actually is, since you mentioned you have a Switch laying around, Do you play, or have you ever played? And why are you not streaming Pokemon Sword and Shield?
That's a good question. Yeah, I played it. I played also the first DLC of Pokemon Sword and Shield, but I lost my copy of it, so I can't stream it. And yeah, I need to get a new one. I think all the save states and whatever are still on that. But yeah, like I played every main series game before, and also some of the spin-off games, which are really cool as well. I'm also gonna plan on streaming them more, but currently I don't really have the time to do it, sadly. Otherwise, I would play more different games as well. Like I played, I think Emerald before on stream, which was kind of fun. Not a lot of people need to watch that, but it's just fun to play that with community. It's just a chill game, and I really like the main games as well. And with the Switch, like I hope like I'm most likely we're gonna see like a new series. Like it got rumored that we get Pokemon Diamond and Pearl like remix of that soon. So I'm hope we can get that and stream it as well. I think it would be really cool. But yeah, Sword and Shield wasn't really the best game, sadly, in my opinion. Like, but it was the first games on the Switch, so maybe the next games are better.
Yeah, I never played Sword and Shield, but I'm thinking about getting into it. But I'm also debating on it because the Unite is coming out. So, what's the point of starting everything? I should just pick one. So I haven't decided yet. And as far as for this next season, which I mean, it's still far away. It's like almost 2 months away. It's so crazy. But anyways, what would be like one thing that you would hope Pokemon would do for the next season as a change? A league, move changes, updates, new Pokemon release. What would be like something that you would love to see in season 7?
There's something that kind of bother me right now. To be honest, I hope they gonna make like more moves changes. I really like that because it just shakes things up. I also think like Weather Ball should get decreased damage right now. It's too strong. It's just too strong. They get to everything, and if you see Politoed right now, it needs 4 Quick Moves to get to 1 Weather Ball, which has like a lot of strength in it stab. Like it's just too strong in my opinion. But in general, like I really like the moves changes. They should give like Fire a bit more play. I mean, they gave like Incinerate to some Pokemon, but we need more Fire Pokemon there. And they have like a lot of moves I could add. Like there is, I just thought about U-Turn, which is like the same move in the main games as Volt Switch. And it's like a bug type move. And if we had like a bug type that's the same as Volt Switch, would be like a really good move. And it's like learned from a lot of Pokemon, especially all the birds. And it would be like a really cool move to add. Because like I think also like something like the Raptor should have more play or whatever. Like we need some bigger change in meta right now. Everything is water right now in Great League. But other than that, I wish we would get only 1 week on every league, because for me 2 weeks is just too much all the time. Like after 1 week, I think okay, no, this is league finally over, so I can play different meta again. It's kind of boring. And yeah, even though I try out a new team every day, basically.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I hope that I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it eventually. We see changes. I think they're gonna learn a lot from Go Battle League, because this was the longest Go Battle League they created with lots of changes and adjustments and leagues and matches and all the crap. I hope they're gonna do more Go Battle nights, because I think that was awesome. And what I'm also hoping for is that I think you mentioned it too on your stream and Twitter before, that some sort of a playoffs. So I would love to see some sort, like right now, the second part of the season I think should be the playoffs already, and there's the regular season, and the second part maybe playoffs or something like that for, and almost everybody has a chance to get in as long as they have, I don't know, close to legends or whatever the rules is. But I just like right now, what do you do? I mean, you reach legends, so what's next? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like for me, it's just like trying out new stuff for a new season to get like prepared for that. That's basically my goal right now, and see what could work and what could not work. But yeah, we kind of need something for after hitting like legend. Currently, the leaderboards are not really appealing to me because you get dodged a lot there. People have like spreadsheets with their team because you get to face all the same teams all over again. Like it's not really appealing to me. And yeah, we don't really have anything after that. I think it's really cool that we have like more ranks right now, because it's just more fun to level up, get more different rewards. But yeah, even though like also like some critique I was just thinking about was like the premium track, like you see what reward that gives. Niantic can make so much more money with that if they just give better rewards there. Like I think they're kind of crap. Like you get a lot more starters maybe, but you get the Pokemon reward, which is like the same as if winning 3 in the other thing. And you get like nothing for that most of the time. You get like, oh, a new starter, cool, again. Like it's also a problem. I think Niantic doesn't really work on Go Battle League right now because it does not make money for them really. But it's their problem because they don't give us a chance to spend money, to be honest.
Oh, trust me, if you know how much more players would jump into Go Battle League if the first encounter guaranteed the legendary because you use the pass, and I think that would make sense. It's 5 raids. People do 5 raids with their best. Why don't we give them a legendary with the pass or more Stardust? Oh man, I would use Battle Pass all the time if we get even more Stardust. Like if we would get double of the double of what we're getting right now. I would only use the Battle Pass because I need that Stardust. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, especially like look at the current amount of Pokemon that they're in there. They are 7 times 4 for me right now, so I can't. 28? Okay, 27 basically because one is Pikachu. I already have that. But 27 possible Pokemon. Getting a legendary there is so difficult, or even getting a good Pokemon. And just give a smaller pool, like just give Pokemon like Frillish, like the legendary, like Dano or whatever, like only good Pokemon. It doesn't even have to be only the legendary, but just give better content there. Like it's even hard to hit like maybe 5 wins to get like even charge TMs or whatever. It's just so hard. So just give a good Pokemon encounter and not like crap, and people would spend money. But yeah, it's just Niantic. I don't know. Sometimes.
Especially now, what is Niantic doing when we are supposed to be in a lockdown and they want us to go out to raid instead of getting the rewards from the Go Battle League, which you can do from home? Anyways, so Jonkus, before we wrap this one up, I have another question for you. So firstly, what I wanted to ask you is that do you have any things that you want to say or anything new that's popping up on your radar, something that you wanted to share with the community, something we want you to share with your listeners, or anything whatsoever before I fire away with the last few questions?
Oh, I get more questions. That's kind of scary. I mean, I see a lot of people getting demotivated right now because like other people hitting legend already, and the same kind of happened to me. Like, just keep calm. We have like a lot of days left. If you hear it right now, like believe in yourself and try your best. Like, there's not, like no way there, like it's not really cool if you get down by the success of someone else. Like you can still do it. Like don't be upset if you don't hit your goals right away.
Oh, I can attest to that. Last week I was at 2701, and then until yesterday morning I was at 2211. I dropped all the way down about 500 points, but now I'm back at 2580, I believe, my last set today. So it's a crazy roller coaster, especially when you try out stupid teams like I do.
Yeah, currently I think also like the gain you can get from winning sets are way higher than usual. So you get like if you hit 5 win streak, I think you get like 75 points sometimes, which is just really crazy. So like you can get a lot of points really quick. For me, when I hit Legend, I didn't really expect to hit Legend on that day because I was like 120 points away, and after 4 sets I was Legend. So like you can get really quick way up there again to Legend if you fall down before. It's just a matter of luck sometimes, if you get the right matchups, and sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it's difficult. Like when I was 8 points away from Legend, I just got hard counted for 3 sets in a row, and I was so down. I couldn't have done anything there. It just happens sometimes. That's just RNG.
Oh yeah, I was there the other day. I had, what was it? I was leading the Charmer, Ninetales, and 5 in a row I got the stupid Galarian Stunfisk. 5 in a row, and I was like, what the hell is this? So I swapped it out after the 5th one, and it no longer came, and I was like, damn it, I should have left it.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens. Like as I said, I had like 8 alone and 9 tails lead today, so three on them like were in the first sentence. But okay, what the hell? I'm leading obstacle. That's not that cool. But I mean, yeah, you just have to get over that. Changing up your team is not always the best thing. Like when I had my team, I also thought about changing it up like my Swampert team, because I saw like all the Politoads that kind of wrecked my team. All the Ninetales were also kind of difficult, but if you like difficulty new Metamons, every team is like bad against new Metamons. It's not always the worst thing, because if it counters, the counters are the new Metamons, you're also fine, because people are gonna run that soon. So just kind of sometimes stick through changes in the meta, and you're also fine. You don't always have to change up your team.
That's a good point. All right, Jonkus, last question before we wrap this one up. Do you enjoy herding your Pokemon?
Again? What?
You fight them every day and they faint. How does it make you feel?
I mean, technically, at least they don't die. Okay, so it's all right. Okay. I think they actually die. We have to revive them, don't we? Oh god, like if you kind of think about that, it's kind of cruel. I mean, I'm fine with it because I don't have to fight. But yeah.
That's true. I always think about that. That technically we are fighting these cute little animals. It's almost like dog fighting, and I mean, luckily it doesn't have the graphics for it, but it could be pretty bad.
Oh yeah, imagine like the graphics you had with your, what are they called? Like, I forgot the Gressel Pokemon you slaughtered there.
Yeah, the
Victreebel.
yeah,
Yeah, Victreebel is so
Yeah.
that. Imagine those graphics in Pokemon Go. Have fun. I mean,
Yeah, no.
This wouldn't be a kids game then anymore.
Exactly. Okay, so Jonkus, before we wrap this up, so where can people find you right now? What time do you stream and what days?
I basically stream nearly every day to do my sets. We usually start at 4 to 3 p.m. at my time. I'm like from Germany, so I don't know what time that is for you. But like for USA, it's most of the time really early in the morning. I usually don't stream if I have like other stuff to do, which is kind of rare currently. Corona, nice. And if leagues are changes, because I kind of want to get a new feeling for the new league. If you have like a team in mind kind of early, and for me, leagues are always changing at 10 p.m., so it's kind of rough to do all my sets there. And I don't really want to stream because everybody's streaming there. Another was like, yeah, of course, I'm now on YouTube. My channel is growing kind of well right now. And of course on Twitter as well, which was like my OG platform where I started gaining my community.
Perfect. Well, I will link it in. So guys, if you haven't checked out Jonkus, make sure to check him out on Twitter, on Twitch, and on YouTube. He puts out content every day and it's very good. That's why I learned how to play as well. So guys, make sure to check it out. I will link it in below and you can just click on it. So it's very easy to check it out. Jonkus, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast again.
Thank you for having me here again. Like, I'm gonna see when I can get back on here again. It's kind of funny always to talk about that. I think it's a really cool thing. I really like this.
Awesome. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for thinking that. You're making it awesome. Thank you, Jonkus.